So I'm guessing the reason you clicked this video today is because you're like me, you're a left-handed guitar player and you're playing on a normal right-hand strung guitar. Now most people might think we're crazy, but there's more of us out there than what you might think. In fact, if you're seeking comfort to know that you're not a guitar weirdo, then check out this video up here which explains why we play this way, and it also profiles a few really credentialed professional guitar players who play left-handed upside down guitar. Anyway, the reason we're here today is to learn all of the basic chords from A to G. I'm going to give you the three variants, the major, the minor and the sevenths. They're pretty much all you need to know to play 99.9% of all songs ever written. Okay, let's start with the A major, and that's of course on the 2nd fret, 3, 4 and 5 strings. I play it just using my pointer finger and I just bar it across those 3 strings, and I'm focusing on strumming the skinny strings only. Now the B major is using that shape. This time I'm using my ring finger, and you're sliding it up 2 frets, and then you've got to bar that 2nd fret. Okay, so this is a tricky chord. This is that bar shape there. Now bar chords, I know beginners all struggle with that, so check out my how to do bar chords video. I'll leave a link up there, but this is the B major. So I play it like so. So A, B, and of course the C could be the next natural progression, to slide it up 1. That's one way of playing it. But of course the open C is as per the chord pattern on the screen there. And I always, just as a habit, I've always blocked the 3rd fret bottom or fat E string. That's just the habit. I always play with a C chord. Where a lot of chord notations will say you don't actually have to finger that 3rd fret, so you can play a C like so. But for habit, I've always played it this way. C, and of course D, one of the easy ones, 3 skinny strings up the top here. Super easy for a left-handed upside down guitar. E, not a lot of trickiness in that one either. There's your E chord, using your obviously your pointer, your bird finger and your ring finger. F is using that shape, sliding it up 1. Of course I need to use my my bird finger, my ring finger and my pinky to form that, and then I'm barring the 1st fret. So F is of course everyone's nightmare chord when you're starting out, but trust me, you will get better at it. And of course G, the natural progression for a G is 2 frets up, same bar shape, the E shape on the 3rd fret. But of course there's the open chord version of the G, and this is actually easier for us playing upside down guitar. You know, blocking the 2nd and 3rd fret on the fat E strings, and you just come over the top with your thumb. Now again, you've got 2 options here. You can finger the 2 strings, or you can just finger the skinny E string. Again, as a habit, I tend to just go over the 2 of them like so. It doesn't change the chord sound at all, or not much anyway. It's still a G. So there you have it, A, B, C, D, E, F and G, or G. Hey folks, if this sort of music is your thing on guitar, then you'll definitely want to check out my new songbook. It features the best songs from all of my YouTube tutorials in the first year. All of them sound great around a campfire, so check out the link in the description below and you will have an instant song repertoire. Right, we'll do the minor variants on those now. A minor. Now this A minor shape's a really important one to learn, and of course I'm again using those 3 fingers, putting them in the right space as you can see on the screen. A minor, but you're going to carry that shape up for the B minor and the C minor. They are the easiest ways to play the B and C minor, by doing the bar chord version of that. So A minor, B minor, C minor, 3rd fret, A minor shape, bar the 3rd fret. On the B, A minor shape, bar the 2nd fret. D minor, just like the D, pretty simple, 3 fingers on the 3 skinny strings. E minor, easiest chord in the book, 2 fingers, 2nd fret. And F minor, one of the hardest chords in the book, which is that F bar shaped chord, and of course you're going to be lifting off your bird finger. You're taking that off to create a minor. So here's a full F major, here's an F minor. And you're going to do the G minor the exact same way, just slide it up 2 frets to the 3rd fret. that's a G minor. Now we'll do the 7th chord variants on those. So an A7, there's two ways of doing it. As I said, you play the normal A, but of course you can drop out that 2nd string, so I'm just using these 2 fingers across the 3rd and the 5th string. That's an A7. Another way to play an A7 is you actually bar it there, and then you're putting what I call my ring finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. A major, A7. Okay, the B7 is probably the trickiest of them all. You're barring the 2nd fret, and then you're using your ring finger and your pinky finger to reach across 2 frets and finger those strings as shown on the screen there. A bit of fret rattle there, so even somebody like me who's been playing a while, sometimes it's hard to nail this chord. So B, B7. Alright, not my favourite chord to play, probably not anyone's. Another way to play the B7, my favourite way to play it, is the open chord variation. And that is down here on the 2nd and 1st frets, where you're bringing your thumb over the top to finger that skinny E string 2nd fret, pointer on the 1st fret 3rd string, and you've got your ring and your bird finger on these strings. So the B7 sounds like this. I love that sound. So that's the easier way to play the B7 as opposed to this bar version like this. And of course, let's move to the C7. The C7 is, if you can play the normal open C, what you're doing is you're going to be moving these 2 fingers, your ring finger and your pinky finger, up, and you're playing a C7 this way. So C major, C7. D7, like all the D chords, nice and easy. E7, do the E shape, and then I put my little pinky on the 3rd fret, 5th string. F, similar to the F minor, instead of taking off your bird finger, you're going to be removing your pinky finger to get that 7th sound. So it's an F shaped bar chord, and then you're taking off your pinky. And of course the same for the G, you can slide it up that same bar shape, and then you're taking off the pinky. But the open chord version of the G7 is playing your normal G open here, and you're sliding your thumb down to the 1st fret, G major, G7, and you're fingering that skinny E string 1st fret, and then these 2 down here. That's the G7. Quite easy for a left hand upside down guitar player. Hey folks, if you got any value out of today's lesson, be sure to let me know in the comments and subscribe to stay in touch. And don't forget to check out this playlist, where I'm sure there's at least 1 or 2 songs that you will love to learn how to play.